Crisis Services, this is Alex.
Hey, Alex. I need to kind of figure out what to do because you guys have been here quite a few times and keep determining that everything's okay, and it's not.
Sure, can I get your name, please?
Charlie?
Do you say Charlie?
Yep.
Okay, and what's a good contact number for you?
415-637-7740.
And who have you been calling for in the past?
Well, I haven't been calling. That's the thing. You guys have been calling me. You guys have been showing up here. And then you guys leave as if everything's okay. And it's not. So that's where I'm at with it.
So you're saying we have clinicians that come and speak to you directly to see if you're okay?
Exactly.
Yeah. So what's your date of birth, Charlie?
9/10/77.
So what do you feel like is not going well right now?
I said it very clearly. I need to figure out why you have determined everything's okay when obviously everything's not okay. In other words, what is not okay is the fact that you have determined everything is okay.
Okay. Do you mind if I just look over a few things so I can get a better understanding of what you're going through right now?
I do mind. I do mind. Because again, what I'm going through right now is very, very simple. Very simple. You, Mobile Health Crisis Services, multiple times have had contact with me. And even though I have said to you, things are not okay, you determined things were okay. What I need to know is why that has happened, because that is what is preventing me from getting help right now when things aren't okay. In other words, I can't get help simply by stating what's wrong, because that's what's happened in the past, and you have determined it was okay. That was obviously incorrect. So that's the first thing that needs to be discussed as to why and how multiple times now your technicians have determined everything's okay, even though they were told it wasn't. And so that's what needs to be figured out.
It's hard for me to comment on everything that you're going through right now, and I don't really have a sense of...
Yeah, you don't have to comment on what I'm going through right now. Again, this is what's fucking stupid about it. You don't have to comment on what I'm going through right now. That's absolutely idiotic. I am calling you about what you've done previously and determined that I was going through previously. Because again, nothing has changed on my end. The only thing that keeps changing is on your end, you determine everything's fine. So it doesn't matter what happened in the past as far as me. All that matters is as far as you. So you don't need to comment on me. You need to comment on you, on that department, on what has happened. It shouldn't be this difficult for you to understand something that simple. I am not calling you about me. If it would make no sense. Because if you've done your job previously, I wouldn't have to call you about me. That's the whole point. I am calling about you. Because you haven't done your job previously, and in order to be able to do it now, you would have to state why that hasn't happened previously. Because, and again, for me, nothing has changed.
I think, again, it's like I'm not able to really comment on what other people have worked with you in the past, because I've not. But I'm open to exploring...
I don't need to fucking explore shit. Again, this isn't a fucking chat phone call. This is a fucking crisis that I need fucking help with. All right? You can't fucking solve it, period, by sending somebody over right now as if nothing's ever happened in the fucking past. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't understand what the fuck is happening in San Francisco that you think that you can solve mental health crises by not acknowledging what the fuck happened in the past. If I can't go over what the fuck I've done in the past over and over and over again when the fact is you should have a fucking record of it. That's why you should comment on it. It's bullshit that you have me on the fucking phone talking to me about you can't comment on what the fuck you did. That's the whole fucking problem. You got paid to fucking do something. I wasn't fucking paid. I'm living my fucking life. You involved yourself in it, made fucking decisions, and all the fuck I am asking you is why the fuck that happened.
And that's what I was asking, if you could give me some time to review what's...
That's not what the fuck you said. Of course, I can give you time to review it, but that's not what the fuck you said. You started going down an explore path, all right? That it involves me. That doesn't involve me. You just said it clearly. You need time to review. That's what you need to state clearly. Again, this is a fucking crisis situation. It is ridiculous that you are paid in a fucking crisis situation to fucking escalate shit. Again, the phone call is simple. You have my fucking information now. That I'm only simply asking, what the fuck have you done in the past so things can get solved now? And it is currently a crisis situation. It is simply that I can't address the crisis without the fact being that you have involved yourself in the past. I am not alone in this. I didn't just come up with everything that's involved in my life right now by myself. That's the issue.
Okay. So do you want to give me some time to review?
Yes, of course. Of course. To make myself clear on that, of course. Again, my main thing is wanting to make sure it doesn't get lost. That because of the understanding that there would be some time needed to review, that doesn't mean that it's not a crisis situation, that some kind of answer needs to be done as to how to obtain help.
Okay, if you just give me 2 minutes, please.
Okay.
I see that clinicians met with you in 2020 and earlier this year in February.
And in June.
Are you to meet with you?
And in June.
And in June. Yeah. Okay. And you're saying that when we went to go meet you, you felt that we stated that you were fine, but things are still not fine with you.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So what were you hoping when our clinicians went to go meet you that they'd be able to help you with?
No, that's the question for you. I didn't call you guys. So what did you expect?
Some of our concerns is that you're not connected to, that you might have issues with SF County in general. I think what we do is go provide mental health assistance and support. That's our primary function.
No, I understand that. But again, we're speaking about me. So specifically for me, at those times that you came out, pick one randomly, They would all necessarily, as far as I know, again, you can clarify this. As far as I know, there would be different reasons for each single time. I don't know of even one reason. Again, just that simple. I don't know of even one reason for which that you have come out to speak to me. That makes any sense. But
well, we get calls from the community. Anyone can call if they're concerned about any.
Again, I understand all that. Again, I understand all that. I understand. We are not going to fucking play a stupid game like I don't understand all that. It is very simple to understand somebody called you. What is not understandable is why you have an issue stating why you felt it was valid to speak to me about it. You spoke to me about it, and you never even stated why you were speaking to me. That in itself is odd.
I keep on. I've not met you. We different clinicians.
Again, I don't know why you're taking it personal. Did I call your personal number? I called you at work. Please do not play this stupid game. All right? This is weird. Again, I don't know what the fuck you're playing. It's stupid and weird. Even if you think I have a mental health issue, then now you're taking advantage of me. Because there's no way in the fucking world you could think that I mean you specifically as if I know you personally. I called a fucking phone number to an agency of which, from my understanding, you either work there or there's another issue of fraud going on.
I told you why we go to visits. I told you
again, I'm saying me specifically. I'm gonna clarify this to you very clearly. Me specifically, because I am having a crisis right now. However, the same crisis I'm having is the same one that for whatever reason you shut up with. And for whatever reason, you decided everything was fine. Now, there is a problem with that because the way I'm speaking to you, the amount of time this is taking, all this, none of this indicates everything is okay. I don't know. Again, I have lived here for 20 years. I understand we all deal with crazy shit. But this is fucking ridiculous. There is no reason in the world for you to be sitting on the other end of this phone call acting as if there isn't something urgent to be done or that you can't understand that I would have to have some information from you in order for me to get help right now. I can't just help myself. If I could, there would be no reason for anyone to have called you in the first place.
So what does your crisis look like right now?
Here's one very simple. My crisis looks like right now, I am being told that I need mental health services because someone who has never treated me has supposedly said I need mental health services.
Why do you feel like why do they feel like you need that?
That's exactly the point. I don't know. It is very similar. Again, it is very similar to the exact same situation that your agency causes by this situation. Because you're doing this little weird game of, hey, it's as if the cops, it's like you call the cops, but you don't know why. You just called them because it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, oh, I just saw some black guy on the street. So that's obviously a fucking problem. That's how you're saying this mental health services works in San Francisco. Somebody just randomly called because they believed me to have mental health needs, and I don't have any need or reason, and neither do you, to state why you believe it to be valid. Not why they believe it to be valid. Again, you're the person who's supposed to determine whether or not it was a valid reason for you to be called in the first place. Again, the only thing I'm trying to fucking figure out is why the hell you believed it to be valid in the first place, so then I can figure out who I can actually go to actually get help, because obviously it wasn't you.
So we get calls from the community, and
again, we don't need to circle back around with that. Again, we don't need to circle back around with that. I am not a fucking idiot. Again, we can move forward from that. We need to move forward from that. We need to move forward from that. We've just had an entire back and forth of both of our understandings that people just randomly call. That, again, is in the past. Presently, it causes a crisis because right now, what that indicates is somebody has called on me believing that I have a mental health crisis. I know that I have a crisis, not necessarily a mental health crisis, but a crisis. But because someone has called and said, I have a mental health crisis, and you determined that I do not, I am not able to get help for anything else. That is what's happening. I can't call the police right now for help. Because the police believe that you have determined everything's okay.
Do you need any mental health services? Is that what you're asking for, or are you asking for something else?
I do, again, but you just said, I don't know how to get mental health services without somebody explaining to me why anyone would believe they would be necessary.
Well, I think if you just focus on what you need as opposed to...
Right now, what I need, again, I've already focused on what I fucking need. What I need from you is to... Again, this is a fucking bigger fucking issue, you fucking asshole. You understand who the fuck I am? You understand the fucking color of my fucking skin? You fucking white privileged piece of shit. Alright? Do you understand the fucking problem it is to fucking have people randomly call and say, I got a problem with this person, and then a fucking agency just determine whether or not that's alright or not, and not have any accountability as to how you determine that? That is no fucking different. No fucking different than somebody calling you and saying I need fucking mental health services just because I'm fucking black. Alright? That makes no fucking sense. And then you're gonna fucking show up here and act as if you fucking don't know why I fucking need mental health services? Makes no sense.
Okay. If you continue to yell at me like that, I'm going to have to end this conversation.
Again, that makes no fucking sense. Because that means that you think everything's fucking fine.
Conversation. Okay. Bye.